Okay, so I was going to make a video on Destro and how he was going to be an important character in an upcoming arc, but man, Horikoshi beat me to the punch. Chapter 218 just dropped as of recently, and I'm really excited because they gave Destro and the Quirk Liberation Army more of a backstory. So for today's video, I'm going to be going over who Destro is and how the Quirk Liberation Army was first formed. As always, before I continue with the video, be sure to Detroit smash that like button below, and if you like My Hero Academia and would like to see more My Hero Academia content, then subscribe to the channel and be a part of the show Bob's Hero Academia and become my hero. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell to never miss an upload. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Quick My Hero fun fact: back when quirks first started to appear, they actually weren't called quirks, they were actually called superpowers. Turns out that the word was dropped in favor of the word quirks over time. Of course, if you read different translations, it would also come out to be special abilities. But I'm gonna just go with superpowers as for this video, since that was the translation that I read. Also, quirk users were also called superhumans. Okay, so now let's get into the history of Destro and the Liberation Army and find out who Destro really is, who he was, and how the Liberation Army first formed. So in the chapter, we found out that among the chaos after the first appearance of quirks, so basically after the luminescent baby and whatnot, in that time the people wanted peace and began working to coexist with each other. But there was a particular ideology that became popular with the superhumans, aka the quirk users. The superhumans rejected suppression and sought liberation. They thought that the freedom to use one's powers should be a natural human right. Then a man named Chikara Yotsubashi brought together the superhumans who believed in this ideology and then formed the Superpower Liberation Army. Chikara then named himself Destro, the man who would destroy the status quo. For many years, he opposed the country which was making progress at the time in establishing these superhuman laws that are most likely the ones that we see in the present day of the story's timeline. There was a struggle for supremacy, but in the end, Destro and the Superpower Liberation Army were defeated. Destro and many of the members were captured and imprisoned. The Liberation Army also had dissolved when this had happened. While Destro was in prison, he started writing. His writing then was published into a book called the Superpower Liberation Army Principles. After Destro completed his writing, he then took his own life. Unknown to Destro, he actually had a child. In this chapter, we also found out a little bit more about what the Liberation Army did, and from what we are told, they did acts of terrorism at the expense of innocent people. As you can tell, it wasn't really detailed on what they did, but it sounds like they might have taken the lives of some innocent people in the process. Now, the book that Destro wrote and Destro himself have been influencing a lot of people in the recent and past arcs. During the pro-hero arc, we saw Teruro, the man with the shame quirk, wanting to take revenge at the company he works at. It was also shown that he was inspired to do so by the book, the Superpower Liberation Army Principles. The gentle criminal was also shown to be inspired by Destro as well. Destro is made out to be one of the biggest villains alongside of All For One. So earlier I did mention that Destro had a child. Now, we don't know the name of him, but we do know that his company is in the hero support business. He also seems to be bringing back the Meta Liberation Army to take on the League of Villains. So far, that is all we know about Destro and about how the Quirk Liberation Army had first formed and fell. Seeing as how the Liberation Army is again on the rise, we still have much to learn in this upcoming arc. And when this arc is over, I will be making a full history on the Quirk Liberation Army video. As for Destro, we finally got to know a little bit more of who he was, and finally putting those "is he still alive" theories to rest, since we know that he is dead. It's cool to see that this villain is still making such an impact in the My Hero world, seeing as how he's dead. But that is all I have for today's video. Tell me, what do you guys think about Destro and the Liberation Army in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.